Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2024 GMC Yukon Denali. This is the XL Ultimate. It's finished off in white frost. MSRP for this jumbo SUV starts right around $104,000. But we have a lot to go over for the pricing of this vehicle. So let's start up front where there's a few different engine options. This particular model has the 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel V6. It is paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and this pumps out 277 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. Now that power is primarily sent to the rear wheels. However, this does have the 4-wheel drive system. Weighs in right around 6,000 pounds. 0 to 60 is around 6 seconds. Top speed is 112 miles an hour, and with the turbo diesel, you're looking right around 20 miles per gallon in the city and 26 out on the highway. Now, this is the last year before GMC does some updates and refreshes for the 25-year model. And let's start up front now, where this has a massive presence with this grille, very large GMC letters with the forward-facing camera just underneath that, and the surround just gives it a great integration. Now this has LED lights for the DRLs, turn signals, headlights, fog lights in the lower section there. And there's also parking sensors, some more inlets right in the middle, and then there's also inlets on each side of the fog light to provide a little bit better airflow. And then there's very nice lines that come down both sides of the hood. Definitely gives it a massive presence for the size of this vehicle. Now this Denali also has a set of 22-inch wheels with a multi-spoke pattern, and at the moment this is currently in its lowest setting. So this vehicle does have the adaptive suspension. You do have to be in 4-wheel drive in order to have this in its highest ground clearance setting, but very helpful in case you have to take this off the pavement for whatever reason. We also have some badging on the side, power folding side mirrors with that two-tone design, turn signal, and a camera. There's a full moonroof up top, and you'll notice a combination of black and the chrome accents for all of the trim. There's even the two-tone design in the lower side skirt there. And then being the XL, this is stretched. I think it still has a great look to it. Now there's the body colored spoiler, third brake light, wiper blade up top, LED taillights, backup camera with all of these sensors. This is also capable of towing right around 8,000 pounds. So you have a very practical SUV for storage, people, or for towing. What I love about this vehicle too is the fact that you can actually open up the glass. So if you don't want to open up the power liftgate, you have some small items, you just want to quickly throw them in or grab them, you have that option. And then of course, you can open up the power liftgate if you need better access. Now in back, I currently have the third row up. Look at the amount of space back here with that third row. So you can have this packed full of people and you have no shortage of space for all of their items. A little bit of storage underneath the floor if you need to place items there. And this third row is power operated. So with the push of a button, you can fold those down to get even that much more storage. Second row seating is manual. So once they fold down, you do have to put them back up, but the third row, so you don't have to reach all the way in there, are automatic. So you can quickly do that. So a lot of different configurations depending on how you need to use your jumbo SUV. Now you can also lock and unlock from the back door handles, which makes it a lot more convenient. And there's a very nice trim accent for this door panel. With the wood, you have some chrome, as well as the Bose audio and a lot of storage down below. Now we have captain's chairs for this model. In order to get into the third row, you can pull on this lever twice. So when you pull on it once, the seat goes into this configuration. Pull on it again, and you can push that out of the way. We're at 5'10" and basically walking up a staircase into the back. There's that much space. You can even move these seats forwards if you need a little bit more leg room. And honestly, you can have 3 people back here very comfortably. You have an armrest, cup holder, some auxiliaries, and then large windows. So it is so spacious for your third row passengers, and I can easily walk out without hitting my head on the roof line there. We can easily fold the captain's chair up and then slide it back. You can of course walk in between the captain's chairs if you want to enter and exit there. But we are facing a massive screen where you have a few icons you can go through. I showed that in the full review. There's also storage pockets, you have cup holders, climate vents, heated captain's chairs, plenty of auxiliaries, and you can even recline these seats too. So you have a very nice place to be. You can watch some movies. and be very comfortable on your drive. Front door panel is just like the rear. However, there's memory seating controls. You have your window adjustments along with your side mirror controls and the same amount of storage in that lower section. And even ultimate right in the middle of that headrest there. So let's start this up. We are greeted with the leather steering wheel. You'll notice too, this model has Super Cruise. So you have that icon there to go through that system. There's cruise and adaptive cruise, steering assist, Bluetooth and voice commands. You also have volume and tuning adjustments on the back side of the steering wheel. And then we can further go through the gauge cluster settings using these controls here. So you have a lot of vitals that you can go through on this setting here. You can pull up music, you can look at your nav, you have your phone when that's paired, and you can even go through some different display layouts. So just depending on how you want to view this information for the day, there's even a clean setting. So basically that hides all of the info, just shows you your miles per hour. This will disappear after a few seconds if you just want to see the miles per hour. But then you can also go into some more information and control what you would like to see throughout this screen. You can even go into your head-up display. So you have a few things that you can scroll through, which is nice. On this left side, there's a lot to go over. There's the trailer braking system, your headlight and fog light adjustments, four-wheel drive selector, even the control for the height, so you can adjust your ground clearance as needed. There's the e-brake, you have your head-up display adjustments, lane keeping assist, there's even a parallel parking assist feature, your engine start-stop, parking sensors, downhill assist, traction control, and a shortcut to the 360 camera system. So when you push on that button, as you can tell, I pushed on the parallel parking button before that, we can exit out, go back to the camera system, where now you have so many different views, especially with the size of this. It gives you the visibility that you need. You can even go to the full screen view if you need to see that. And then there's two air vents above that. Here's your gear selector. So just by pulling on R, that is for reverse. You have neutral, drive, a low range gear, and park is back at the top. Now for the infotainment system, you have a split screen on the home screen here with your music and nav, and then you have some other apps that you can go into just depending on what you need to use. There's also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you have some shortcuts that you can put on this left side to quickly get through some of that information. Now there's power and volume. You also have a control to use for the infotainment system if you'd like to, a home button down below. And then all of the climates are laid out very nicely. You have your temperature dials, heated steering wheel too, where you would like the air to go. You also have heated and ventilated seats, and you can control the rear climate adjustments. So if your kids can't reach it, you can quickly do that. Now there's wireless charging with some auxiliaries in the front half of this compartment and cup holders in the back. More leather, spot where you could place your phone, and a lot of storage in the armrest there. More storage in the glove box, more wood trim above that. There's even the digital rear view mirror, so you can use that if you need more space or visibility. We have some call buttons up top, as well as controls for the sunroof and sunshade. You have the control for the power liftgate, as well as being able to fold down rear seats. So that's nice if you need to do that in a pinch, and the dome lights are just above that. Now, like I said, this is the XL, so that is a long distance away, but we have a lot of glass to make it easy to see over both shoulders. So now let's go over to the plus and minus here. Let's go to second gear. We'll give it some gas. Now, in using these controls here, this is not something that you are going to do just by pushing plus and minus all of the time. That is mainly for towing situations. Maybe if you're going off the pavement, you want to hold a gear and you need to use it for those situations. Just daily driving, I don't think anyone is really going to use that, but they're there if you need to use them and when the conditions are right. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the GMC Yukon. And so one thing that I want to briefly talk about is the cruise control. Now we have the normal cruise control, which I can activate. So we have that set, we have the distance pacing that we can use. This model has Super Cruise. Now, I'm not sure the exact speed limit, but I believe you have to be going highway speeds. So let's say 60, 65, 70 miles an hour, somewhere in that range in order for the Super Cruise to activate. I'm not close to the highway, we're not getting those speeds today, but I have used Super Cruise on other GMC vehicles in the past. it's a really nice system. Some of them have the entire augmented reality, so you can actually see the forward-facing camera within the entire gauge cluster there, as well as the light that will appear on the top, just to make sure that you are paying attention. So it is a very nice, helpful system to use. You have the steering assist as well, which is going to aid further in that. So it's a really nice system. I wouldn't call it exactly hands-free. It is something that is hands-free, but obviously you want to still be paying attention and see where you're driving, of course. But Super Cruise is a really nice feature to have, and for the price, you would expect it to have that feature. And this is just a really nice jumbo SUV. It is large. It's not something that I would personally need, but I could see the need for it, especially with the amount of storage that's located behind the third row when the third row is up. So if you're throwing in soccer equipment, football gear, whatever it is with all the kids that you have no shortage of space. So the prime focus for this XL is it's stretched for that additional space, but it still has all of the nice amenities and features that you would want, especially at this price point. And we'll do another 3-point turn on this narrower road where we might have to hang off slightly here to make this turn happen, but even on a road like this, not that bad for its size. And visibility, we might have a little bit of a pillar here with that screen there, but not all that bad. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2024 GMC Yukon. Once again, huge shout out to Carolina Auto Direct for providing this jumbo SUV for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.